What is good, guys? It's Rey-Jay back with another video. In this one, I want to give you guys a very quick update on the markets. Let me just mention I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, it benefits the entire community as a whole. Anyways, when it comes to the economic calendar, the GDP growth rate was aligned with expectations on the lower end at 1.3%. Corporate profits were below expectations. And finally, when it comes to initial jobless claims and such, everything was close to expectations. Looking at the way things are moving, this is why the market kind of dipped a little bit before trying to get bought back up again. But overall, with the GDP numbers being on the lower end of the consensus, not the strongest overall, market did dip a bit when that came out. Still trying to hold up right now at key supports. At 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have some bill auctions and more Fed speakers, but that's pretty much it for the day. The majority of the data was just aligned with expectations. For earnings, real quick, we just had Kohl's and Best Buy announce their earnings alongside a couple of other retail ones. After the market closes, remember, we have Costco and Dell. Kohl's did not do very well. They're actually down 20% after a big earnings miss. The loss per share is 24 cents, and the revenue is at about $3.18 billion below expectations. The loss per share is 24 cents. We were expecting a profit of 4 cents, so that's actually a big miss from them, and they lowered their guidance overall. Best Buy also had so-so earnings, I would say. They beat on EPS, missed on revenue by a little bit, but their overall guidance was aligned with expectations despite declining sales. Still not bad from Best Buy. That's why the share price is still holding up. Big news for Tesla is that they are making a push for FSD in China, which is not bad whatsoever. There's been a lot of talk about that and them getting ready to launch the software. Good news for Tesla. Very, very awesome stuff. Anyways, let's talk about the market. How are things looking, in my opinion? Looking at the 4-hour, we are showing some weakness, but we're trying to base at this 523 area. We actually dipped to 523 during the pre-market, so it did make the move we called out. So now we're going to be watching some critical support. Watch 523. If we hold above the 523s, look for a bounce to 526. If we lose 523, we're going to be dipping down to 521, and then we could bounce off that. So we will see which of these supports ends up holding. I'll be watching these two levels on SPY. Make sure you watch 523 on SPY, see if we hold that or not. And if we lose that, I'll be looking at the 521 area. One of these supports is where SPY should bounce off of, in my personal opinion. If we lose both of them, we turn bearish. As of right now, we're holding 523, so we'll see if this holds. If we do continue to hold this throughout the day, look for move back up to 526 or higher. So we'll wait and see which one of these supports holds. It's going to likely dip again into the 523s and see if we bounce or not. If we lose it, we'll dip a little bit lower and then try to bounce, but that's what I'm seeing on SPY for now. For Tesla, we're still kind of range bound. We have 178 to 180 as resistance. We have support at 176 and 173. In my personal opinion, we love to go back and forth and back and forth. If we end up breaking past 178, we're going to be looking for 180 as resistance and 182. And if we reject off 180, we're going to be looking for a move back down towards 175 and 173. So if we're bullish, break 180, close above that, we're going to be looking for a push for 182 plus. If we're bearish, you want to see it lose 173, we're going to be dipping down to 168. Overall, we're just kind of range bound, so we will see how Tesla reacts here. Could try to push a little bit into the 180 area. We'll see if it breaks or not. There was some good news involving FSD in China, so there is potential for Tesla to try to break. But for now, we haven't really done it, so we will see how it reacts to resistance. I'll be watching this 180 area. Let's see if we can break this or not. If we do break it, look for more upside. So I think there's going to be a test of that, and we'll see if we remain range bound or not. But there is potential for this to push a little bit higher, in my opinion. For Bitcoin, in my opinion, it's in a very critical place. We have resistance at 68,000. If we break this, look for 68,800. If we reject, you're going to be dipping all the way down to about 67 or 68,000 as well. I see potential for upside on Bitcoin to 68,700. For the QQQ, we have support currently at 455. We're back. We dipped to 454, and then we tried to rebound. So watch and see if we do continue to lose this support. This 452.5 to 453 zone is where we have support. If we continue to fall, look for that for where we bounce. If we bounce from here, we're going to be looking for a break of 457 to turn back to bullish. Otherwise, we're just going to watch and see how we end up reacting. So I think it's going to bounce, but watch and see if we hold 454 or if we go all the way down to 452.5 to 453 to bounce. It's got to be at one of those levels. And then we also have Nvidia. It's still pushing right now. We have 1150 as resistance. If we break that, we'll be looking for 1160, then 1180. We have support currently at 1140, and then we also have 1125 below that. I think it might just continue to shuffle for the time being between these areas, not really do anything too crazy. And then last but not least, for Aapl stock, Aapl, in my opinion, is still kind of shuffling. We have resistance at 191, support at 189. I think it's just going back and forth and back and forth. Not really doing a whole lot. It's just kind of trading sideways. So I might just continue to trade flat for the time being before we make bigger moves. Anyways, I'm going to have to end the video from here, guys. I am running kind of late, so I'll try to upload this video as fast as I can. But hopefully this video was insightful for the different levels to watch for, and I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you for listening, guys, and peace out.